Welcome back to Beef and BArnzy's Real Talk Reviews, this time with the Clone. Do yourself a favor, go to stormbowling.com and look up the write-up on this one. It's worth the read. 251 056 016 intermediate diff. Optitrack solid with reactor gloss finish. This one for me is about 5 1/4 by 6 by 3. And so we're going to do something a little different today. We are AMF Louisville as usual, but we're bowling on a 42-foot pattern, 38 mils. And we'll post that here. But this one's got a little volume on it for this ball. And maybe not enough to hold it back, huh? So, they've called this one the Clone. It uses a core that we have seen and heard of before. It was in a ball called the UFO Alert. As you can see, it's very green. Obviously, they had a sale on that. And between that and the Duo, we have plenty of bright green out right now. Well, there's a lot of volume, but it is fairly flat. It's actually a sport type PBA pattern. So while there is some shape to it, it's not unlimited. Oh my gosh, it is. There has been an alien abduction. I made a 310. As you can see, that is the layout. Pretty stock. And I am joined by the cameraman today, U21 Pan American male representative, BArnzy. Go to BArnzy Bowling on YouTube and check out some of his. He has some ones that are pretty humorous. Nice little series against the Wichita State guys. Allegedly, he beat a couple of them. Top 4 in the country, but can't beat the team. Not the easiest pattern I bowled on. Just like Simo. So this ball flares a bunch. Optitrack solid is a pretty aggressive cover, but with polish, it does get down the lane a little easier. I'm gonna go a little slower now and see if we can open it up. There is out of bounds around 7-8 here, which is kind of why I'm playing as deep as I am, 42 feet. I wouldn't say it's shark from the old days, but we'll move a little further right here and you can get a look at it. So to give you some idea, this is about 10 mils more than the average house pattern. The average house pattern is somewhere between 25 and 28. Oh. Oh, goodness. My first double, though. Can't even get a ball back. That was so good. All right. Let's try that one again and get it right over our toe. That was a little less hand, so we tried to push it through there a little bit. And we're going to throw it up against a phase 2 and an absolute here shortly, maybe even a Zen Gold. So let's add a little rotation, see what happens. Aha! Now it's come to life. I have not touched this ball at all. Generally speaking, with Reactor Gloss and some of these really shiny ones, I like to touch them just a tut, just a little. So I might do that now and let you see the difference. Just a 2000 pad. Nothing crazy. Just enough to knock the edge off of it. Same thing, but I'm probably going to move a couple left. I find sometimes over factory finish, it wakes them right up. So just a little light dusting with a 2000 pad, and it hooks 3 more probably. All right, well, we'll go ahead and throw it slow again and see what it looks like there now. It's got a little more teeth in it. And now it's woke up. That's probably what I would do with this ball in general. Now this is a lot more volume than we normally see. So just to get an idea, I'll go throw one on the house pattern. And this is the usual house pattern we have at AMF Louisville. You can see this ball curves. This ball is going to be for medium to high volumes, for people who have higher ball speed, people who need the ball to pick up. Your normal problem is, hey, my ball doesn't hook enough. This is going to be a ball that you can use. Even shiny, it's going to hook quite a bit. Dull, it's hard to say. I mean, it's going to curve a lot. But since you stuck with us for this long, it's trick shot time. Except when somebody resets it. All right. We make a pretty good team, but we're not always on the same page. Now in the house shot, this is pretty big for me. It's probably a little bit earlier than I need here at 8 on this 20-year-old HPL, but on higher volumes, anything where there's a little bit of volume or some wet dry, this allows me to move into the oil and hook it out of it. So Clone 251, 056, 016. Now let's see what it looks like against a couple of other balls. All right, the first ball we're going to test this up is the Absolute. This one's still got the factory finish Reactor Gloss on it. A little bit weaker pin, not by a lot, about a 1/4 inch, 5.5 by 6 by 2.5 or so. And we'll throw it on the house lane first from pretty much the same spot I was before. So the Absolute's a little cleaner, a little longer, which that's what I expect. Optitrax is a pretty strong cover. R2S, a little cleaner than that. That ball was a little longer and a little flippier. Let's go look on the high volume and see what it looks like. And that's where you get some higher volumes. You really see the difference between the two. On the lower volumes, hooked about the same. Absolute was cleaner, made it up on the back end for sure. On the higher volumes, the Clone would outhook the Absolute by probably at least 3 boards. So the next one we're going to throw is a phase 2. Sorry. And we'll do it over here on the house shot again first. Oh boy. Well, if you missed like 3 left or so, it hooks earlier. Ay, ay, ay. While he resets that, we'll go and bowl on the higher volume. Now this phase 2 is drilled a touch stronger than any of the other balls, and it has a little more surface on it. It's got 1,000 on it. So what I've drilled and used this for is exactly this higher volume. Got a little early and a little behind it. So that's where you can see these balls fit in. The phase 2 is with 1,000 on it is the earliest for sure. The clone with 2,000 on it fits in the middle. The absolute, more clean, more angle behind it. So that's kind of where these fit in. This is a great ball for some medium heavy amounts of oil. For those of you a little speed dominant, need the ball to pick up a little more, but still want that strong continuation. This one also comes out in August, 28th, 18th, I believe. So check that out. New ball from Roto Grip, the clone. Look up that write-up on stormbowling.com. It's worth the read. It's pretty funny. Check out this and more. Subscribe, like, all that on YouTube. Beef and BArnzy channel. Come back for more Real Talk reviews coming at you soon.